Today I'll be showing you how to build this display case. What you need to do is determine what you're going to display and how much room you need and how many shelves. For me, I'm displaying Nintendo 64 games, so I know I need to make a shelf that can hold 296 cartridges because that's how many were released for the Nintendo 64. I want them all to be fairly visible, so I'm going to try to make each shelf from the top to the bottom of the next shelf 7 inches. Once I have that line, I'll move the bottom of that shelf and go 6 more inches up, or 7 more inches up from that shelf, all the way down until I have enough shelves. Now that I've figured out all my measurements, I'm just marking where I need to make the cut. And I'm just going to cut those pieces out. Here I've got my 2 side supports lined up, and I'm just marking where the shelves go. The bottom of the shelves go all the way up. I forgot to mention I added a little lip on the bottom. This is going to be the bottom, so the door will clear. Here I've got my lines marked out where the shelves are going to sit. Now I'm going to drill pocket holes for the bottom of each shelf. Now I'm just going to start from the top and work my way down, putting in the screws. What I'm doing here is measuring from the bottom to the top, which is 47 inches, and I need to figure that's how long I need to make 4 pieces for the doors. And I'm going to need to measure the total width of it and divide it by half, so then I know where the centerpiece is going to be, and that way I know how wide to make each of the doors. Now I'm just going to cut those out on the miter saw at a 45-degree angle. Now I have my saw set just to a little height, and I'm going to cut the grooves in the doors for the glass. For this next part, I'm going to take the 4 shorter pieces and put pocket holes in them, making sure the groove stays towards the top, the Craig jig holes are going to go in the back from the groove. Here you want to make sure all the grooves are towards the front, the opposite side of the screws. Alright, once you have the door fully assembled, you want to flip it over to have access to the grooves and measure how wide the glass has got to be. Because my grooves are 1/4 of an inch deep, I got to make it 12 1/4. A little bit of my video got cut off. All I did was measure between the grooves of the door to see how wide I needed to make the plexiglass. And I'm just going to cut the plexiglass out. Now that I got all the glass cut out, I'm just going to take off the top of the door. And I'm going to slide in the glass. Here we're just putting on the doors. I've already pre-drilled the hinges. Now I'm just installing a magnet. I'm going to keep one door closed and put half of it behind that door. And that's where I'm going to mount it. I'm going to place the plate on it. Shut the door and press it in. That way I know where to mount it on the door itself. Now I'm just cutting out the back. Here I'm just nailing on the back. First of all, I'd like to thank all my new subscribers. I haven't been making videos because we're supposed to be moving. I don't know when, so I'm trying not to build a whole bunch of projects and have to take them with us. As for this, we sold our entertainment center, so I needed a place to put the games. And this will be a lot less weight to carry around with us when we go to move. So I'm not going to finish it yet because when we get to where we're going to get new furniture, and I'm going to paint it the same color as that and put some handles on it that match the rest of the furniture. And I'll start the show up again when I get to where we're going. I'll be making more videos. I might make a couple more before we leave. It just depends what's going on and when we move. So Thank you all for bearing with me.